we feel as though we've had our heart ripped out at the end. You know, it's a rotten way to lose the game. You know, in the space of 2 or 3 minutes, we nearly won it and ended up losing it. So, I mean, we couldn't ask for any more from the players. You know, we were talking about spirit and all the other stuff, and that was there in battle loads. But we also played some decent football at times as well. So, to come away from the game with nothing's just, we're just gutted.
Do you think this was your most consistent 90 minutes of the season?
I think so. Yeah, I think from start to finish we were, you know, we concentrated. You know, we got punished for 3 mistakes, and we ended up coming away with nothing. So yeah, I think from start to finish we were solid. We were organised. We tried to play when it was right. Made decent decisions most of the time. But bottom line is we end up with 0.
You're disappointed. I know we talked a lot about the type of goals you guys have been conceding. Did that kind of rear its head again tonight, do you think?
Well, I think it could have been avoided. But we're always going to, every time you lose a goal, you think you can avoid it. So at the present time, I think what we need to do is concentrate on all the good things we did. Again, we need to get a health report after tonight. We've got another couple of guys who are struggling a bit, so that's what we'll think about.
Well, when you kind of put together this lineup, that obviously you're pulling guys from everywhere, just trying to put 11 on the field. We're expecting this kind of performance, not only the solid part, but being able to go forward and combine a little bit.
Well, I think the main thing we came here to do tonight was to be solid. We obviously feel as though going forward we can make chances. I always say that it doesn't matter who we play or where we play, we always make chances, and tonight we did it again. So we really wanted to be solid. I think to a point we were real solid. Obviously the goals are not exactly reflecting that, but I think for a large percentage of the game we were.
And you comment on Zach's performance, obviously going to start in an odd position.
Zach,
the guy who scored your goals for you, that one, yeah.
He fell into that one.
Yeah.
No, I mean he's done fantastic. You know his second goal is a finish that anybody would be proud of. I don't care what league you're playing in. First one he got a bit lucky. The second one was a great move, a great goal, and then he nearly gets his hat trick at the end from a great shot that just drifted wide. So he's had a great performance tonight, and if he continues to put in shifts like that, then he'll be fantastic for us for a long time.
Thanks, guys.
I have to say that there were a lot of goals today, not only in Columbus. But I'm happy we scored 3 and Jurgen only 2.
Was that a just reward for Robbie in his play tonight, or did you feel he was still making some of the mistakes you've talked about he's made this year in terms of decision making? I mean, did he finally get rewarded?
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about positives. You know, he's trying hard. Sometimes doesn't, he's not producing because of the different things. But I have to say he's trying hard, and today he got rewarded for working very hard on both sides of the ball.
You switched him and Eddie were going back and forth a lot. Did you see something in New England that you were trying to attack?
Sometimes we were going to one side so many times, and then the guy was getting tired. That's why I was trying to give another guy, whether it was Robbie or Eddie, run at Smith over there, because it seems like we were going a lot to the right side. So that's why I was trying, especially in the end of the game. I think that Smith was a little bit tired. We had some success over there.
Eddie's put in 2 good games in a row in the central midfield. Is that something we can possibly see? Maybe his best position is finding those seams in the defense and picking out some players?
Well, yes, he had a very good game in Seattle, and then obviously today he was very active, was getting behind defense quite a bit, especially in the end of the game. And well, we'll see what's going to happen. I think we worked so hard in the preseason and the beginning of the season, first few games, and Eddie was playing on one side, and I don't think we're going to switch and change something yet, to be honest with you.
Robert, you made 3 subs tonight. One in the 71st, one in the 78th, and then Sergio at the end. Were those rewards for Emmanuel and Jason, or were they tactical, or a combination of both?
Oh, it's, I think, you know, we were creating a lot of chances. You know, with probably the last sub, everybody was scratching their head why I'm making a last sub, taking my, you know, tallest forward of the field and putting Herrera. But no, I was trying to help the team. I think Stevie was getting chances, but obviously, for some reason, he wasn't finishing them. So I thought maybe, so if somebody else would be in his place, maybe he was going to get lucky. That's what the thought process was behind. It's not like, you know, he had a bad game or I had to reward the guy from the bench. Just was trying to change the luck because we were actually playing decent and actually very well in the end. We were creating the chances, but it seems like, you know, the ball didn't want to go in the net, especially, you know, Eddie's back heel hit the crossbar and Stevie's chance, you know, and then so like, you know, I was hoping that somebody is going to get lucky in the end. But if I don't change anything, if I don't switch, we're going to end up, you know, hitting crossbar again, post again, or do something, and the ball is not going to go in.
Any other questions? Everyone good? Bob, last one?
We talked a lot here early in the season about how the Champions League competitions may have helped you get a start or get into season shape. You know, now we're 5 games in, you guys are still undefeated. Looking back, how much do you think those games have helped you out, even at this point in the season?
They give us those games give us a confidence a lot. I think they were good games, and I would wish to have, you know, competition like this before, you know, every season. But you know, I talked about this before. You know, that was our 3rd game in a row, and you know, we started getting a rhythm because we had these 2 bye weeks, and I think these 2 bye weeks, especially after Dallas, helped us a little bit to get on our feet because we were nursing some injuries. But from the rhythm standpoint, that didn't help. So I think that was I think the second half today we showed the signs of the team that we had in 2008 and 2009 when we had the best games. We were creating the chances and we were very creative. So so you know, and then you know, we score in the end of the games. We find, you know, this team is finding a way to win the games.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.